Henry and Julia's childhood love story in a small town. In a beautiful little town called Willow Creek, there lived two children, Henry and Julia. Their houses were on the same street. Since the town was small, everyone knew each other. Every evening, the children would play in the park, and that was where Henry and Julia first met. At that time, Henry was 7 years old and Julia was 6. Henry was learning how to ride a bicycle. One day, while riding, he lost his balance and fell. Julia, who was playing nearby with her friend, immediately ran over to help him. She helped him up and asked, "Are you okay?" Henry smiled slightly and replied, "Yes, thank you." From that day on, they became friends. When school started, their friendship grew even stronger. They walked to school together every morning and returned home together in the afternoon. During lunch breaks, they always sat on the same bench. Julia loved drawing and painting, while Henry enjoyed football and adventure stories. Although their interests were different, they were each other's closest friends. In the center of town stood an old library where Julia often went to borrow books. One day, she invited Henry to come with her. At first, Henry wasn't very interested in books, but he enjoyed spending time with Julia. Gradually, he began reading storybooks as well. Julia was happy that her friend was starting to appreciate something she loved. Every year, Willow Creek hosted a summer fair, the town's most popular event. Colorful lights, food stalls, and exciting games could be seen everywhere. When Henry and Julia turned 10, they visited the fair on their own for the first time. There, Julia noticed a small silver bracelet she really liked, but she didn't buy it. Secretly, Henry used his pocket money to purchase the bracelet and gave it to her at the end of the fair. Julia was surprised, and her eyes sparkled with happiness. "Is this for me?" she asked. Henry shyly replied, "Yes, because you're my best friend." Julia put on the bracelet and smiled. "I'll keep it forever." As time passed, they entered middle school. Their friendship became famous throughout the town. People often said that Henry and Julia were like a team. Whenever Henry participated in a competition, Julia encouraged him. Whenever Julia worked on a project, Henry helped her. One cold evening, a heavy rainstorm hit the town. After school, Julia became stranded at the library. When Henry found out, he grabbed an umbrella and went to pick her up. They walked home together, through the rain, laughing and talking along the way. At that moment, Julia realized that Henry had become a very special part of her life. When they entered high school, their feelings began to change. They no longer seemed like just friends. Henry felt happy whenever he saw Julia smile, and Julia enjoyed spending time with Henry more than anything else. Yet both of them were too nervous to confess their feelings. During their final year of high school, the town celebrated its spring festival in the same park where they had first met. That evening, the park was filled with lights and music. Henry decided that it was finally time to tell Julia how he felt. He led her to a quiet corner of the park. The moon shone brightly above them, and a gentle breeze drifted through the air. "Julia," Henry said softly, "we've been together since childhood. You're my best friend. But now, I don't see you as just a friend anymore. I love you." Julia was silent for a few moments, then tears of happiness filled her eyes. "Henry," she replied, with a smile, "I love you too. Maybe I have for a very long time." They both laughed and held each other's hands, cherishing the moment forever. That night, beneath the shining stars of Willow Creek, a childhood friendship blossomed into a beautiful love story. Henry and Julia's story became an inspiration to the people of the town, a story that began with friendship, trust, and genuine affection. and became a memory that would last forever.